In today's video, we will see nearly 5 examples of transferring data from one sheet to another sheet. Let's start with our very first example. This is my data, where I have got various columns and various rows, and our data is really vast. Let's go on top. I'll be going to a new sheet. So the very first way is plus or equal to, I'll be going to my data sheet and will click on the header and will hit enter. I'll drag this to right. Our data is still amount, so I'll delete this. Now I'll click on first header, we'll press Shift Control right arrow key and we'll drag it down. And we got the desired data. Let's go on top. Over here we will have to do some formatting, like placing all the things in center and in mid. Our date format got changed, so you can click on top, can press Ctrl 1, can go to date, just select a desired date format and click on OK. Just click inside the data, press Ctrl A or Command A, create borders, and change the color of headers. Perfect. And your data got transferred very easily. Let's see the second way. We'll click on the cell from where I want to insert my data. Plus or equal to, we'll go to data sheet. We'll click on the first header and we'll select till end. And we'll select the whole data. We'll select few extra rows. We'll go on top and we'll hit enter. This time we got the data without dragging the formula. Over here also, we will have to align the things. We'll have to create borders and we'll have to change the headers. When we come to the bottom, at the bottom we can see zeros because we had selected few extra rows in the main data. So how to overcome this challenge? Let's go on top. I have inserted my formula from here. I'll double click and our range is from B2 through H266. Inside the range, we have got colon. So I'll click just after colon and we'll put dot. We'll hit enter. Let's come down and let's see what result we got. And all the zeros got vanished. Let's go on top and let's move to next example. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to. We'll go to my data sheet and this time I'll be selecting data from top. Means I'll be selecting the whole column and we'll hit enter. We got spell error. I'll double click on the formula and our range is B through H. In the center we can see colon. So I'll click just before colon and we'll insert dot. Now I'll click just after colon and we'll insert dot. Means one dot before colon and one dot after colon. And this is known as dot matrix. Now I'll hit enter. And we got the desired result. Let's come to the bottom and let's see what result we got. And at the bottom we can't see zeros. Even we have got the headers. Our date format got changed. We can select the whole column and can press Ctrl 1. We'll have to go to date and we can select our desired date format from here. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Perfect. Now you can do the formatting as per the requirements. Let's move to next example. XLOOKUP. We can transfer the data through XLOOKUP as well as through vlookup. But XLOOKUP is more flexible. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to XLOOKUP. Bracket open. In XLOOKUP, the very first thing what we have to provide is lookup value. So what is lookup value? Lookup value is a value based on which we are going to extract our data. So over here, my lookup value is my salesperson name. So I'll click over here, comma, lookup array. Lookup array means our data in which we have to look for the lookup value. So where we have to look for the lookup value, that is salesperson name. Let's go to data sheet. Over here, I have got my salesperson name. So we can select the data with headers or without headers. Even we can select the data from top. Means we can select the whole column. Comma. Return array. In return what I want? In return I want whole data. So I'll be selecting all the columns. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the desired result. Let's change the salesperson's name. Enter. And our data got changed. But over here, there is a big catch. Let's go to data. Over here, we have got Albert. And the data of Albert is over here also. When we come down, we can see the data of Albert. And XLOOKUP has picked up the very first row. Let's go to XLOOKUP. So over here, our data got transferred, but we haven't got the desired result. So in case you want limited data, you can use XLOOKUP or vlookup. Let's move to next example. Advanced filter. On the top, we have got salesperson's name, that is Albert. I'll click just under Albert. I'm not going to insert any formula over here. I'll be going to Data tab. Inside Data tab, in the center we get the option of Sort and Filter. Over here we get an option of Advanced Filter. I'll click on Advanced Filter. Small box will pop up. Filter the list in place. And the second option is Copy to another location. I'll click over here. Copy to another location. List or range. I'll click over here and we'll go to my data sheet. And over here, I'll select the whole data from top to bottom. We'll go on top. Even we can use shortcut to select the whole data. That is Shift Control right arrow key, down arrow key. Criteria range. So I've clicked over here. Let's delete this. And let's select our criteria including header. Copy to. I'll click over here because I want to copy my data over here only. Now I'll click on OK. And we got the whole data. One thing to notice. We haven't inserted any color, but we got color in headers as well as in Albert's name. And Albert's name was highlighted in main data sheet. Let's go to advanced filter. And over here, there's no need to format date. Perfect. But what will happen if I change salesperson's name? We'll put Colby. Enter. Data is not going to change. To fetch the data of Colby, we will have to use advanced filter once again. Let's delete the whole thing. Delete. Let's use advanced filter once again. Let's go to data tab, advanced, copy to another location, list range. I'll go to data sheet. We'll click on first header. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key, down arrow key. The whole data got selected. Now I'll click on criteria range. Our criteria range got automatically selected. I'll not do any changes. We'll click on copy to and I'll click over here. We'll come to right hand side and we'll do OK. And this time we got the data of Colby. So we are able to fetch the data very easily. But this is not dynamic. Means if anything will be changed from here, our data is not going to update. Let's move to next example. Filter. So over here we are going to see the function or formula of filter. And we will see two ways for this. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to filter. Bracket open, array. I'll be going to my data sheet. We'll click on first header and we'll select the whole data. We'll go on top, comma. Second thing what we have to provide is include. And we want to filter the data as per salesperson's name. So inside include, I'll be selecting the whole data of salesperson. Means name of all the salesperson from top to bottom. We'll go on top, is equal to. So what will be the criteria of filter? Let's go to filter sheet and I'll click on salesperson's name. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the whole data of Albert. Let's change the name from here. Let's do this Colby. Enter. And we got the data of Colby. One thing to mention over here. The formula or function of filter is not going to work in older versions of Excel. So what to do in that case? Just click on the formula, go to formula bar and copy the formula. Go to ChatGPT, paste the formula and give a prompt. Provide this formula for older versions of Excel. And ChatGPT will provide you the formula which is going to work in older versions. And there will be explanation in detail that how formula is going to work. Let's move to next and last example. Filter 2. In our last example, there was a single criteria and that was salesperson. But this time we have got multiple criteria. Means name of salesperson as well as region. Let's insert the formula. Plus or equal to filter. Bracket open. Array. Let's go to data sheet. Let's do one thing. Let's select the whole data from top this time. Comma. Include. Our first criteria is salesperson's name. So I'll be including salesperson over here. We'll select the whole column. Is equal to. We'll go to filter sheet and we'll click on first criteria that is salesperson's name. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the desired result. So if you will select your range, then also this formula is going to work. And if you will select the whole column, then also the formula is going to work perfectly. So over here, we met our first criteria, that is name. But in region, we can see various regions. I'll double click on the formula. Or let's do one thing. Let's increase the column size. So I'll double click on the formula. Over here, we can see data. C to C. And this is our include. So I'll take this in bracket. We'll come to the end. We'll insert into bracket open. Our second criteria over here is region. I'll be going to my data sheet and we'll select all the region from top is equal to. We'll go to my filter list or filter sheet and we'll click on region. We'll close the bracket and we'll close the bracket till bracket doesn't get black and we'll hit enter. Let's adjust the column size and we got the desired result of salesperson region wise. If I'll do this west over here, enter, our data got updated. And if I'll do Colby over here, enter, data is getting updated perfectly. So these were the few examples of transferring data from one sheet to another sheet. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can.